Welcome to Daxue Talks, a show powered by Daxue Consulting, a China-based strategic market research company founded in 2010.
Hi, I'm Chris Pan, Director of Supply Chain Management at PTL Group. PTL Group provides international companies with operation and management support through the various stages of their China market entry and growth. The group's wide range of professional service include financial service, HR management, logistics, and supply chain. Over the past 20 years, PTL Group has facilitated over 300 market entry projects for international companies into China.
What to be guided by when choosing logistics and transportation supplier in China?
The first thing to do is to get clear on the service you need. Are you looking for an agent to handle door-to-door service from your factory or shop to the end user in China? Or maybe you only need a part of the process handled. For example, if you have a local distributor in China you are working with, how much of the entire process they are already taking care of? Second thing, ask your potential local supplier what their capabilities are. Are their licenses limited for national transportation only, or maybe they hold also international licenses? Are they working with other local suppliers to cover all of China, or do they handle things on their own from A to Z? Understand also which mode of transportation you will need: shipping, air freight, rail, trucks, or others. Third, and maybe most important to ask, is how flexible and transparent your local supplier is. Flexible in terms of how much local reach they can get over the transportation process and the people handling your products. Transparent in terms of having visibility of the entire supply chain and the people involved, and are willing to share information with you. Fourth, in quarter, who is responsible for paying for and managing the shipment, insurance, documentation, customs clearance, and other logistic activities?
What is the difference in terms of the logistics support between third-party logistics or fourth-party logistics companies and a traditional distributor in China?
Many forwarding companies advertise themselves to be a 4PL supplier, but they are actually a 3PL agent. The difference between the two is the scope of service. A 3PL agent can do transportation usually, for example, forwarding, making sure your products get from A to B. 4PL service are much more wider, and a company that can actually provide this kind of service will offer you not only shipping or forwarding solution, but also importing, warehousing, and dealing with customs. For example, now take that and compare it to a local distributor. Obviously, a 4PL company offers a much larger scope of service from factory to the end user, both internationally and locally. A distributor might be able to buy your products and maybe even store them, but their main objective is to sell your products and distribute in the destination. So a distributor and also a 3PL agent are actually providing just part of the entire process within the scope a 4PL agent will supervise. It's important to note that this information is relevant for regular trading, but e-commerce is a different story, especially in China.
How can you tell if your local agent is a 3PL or a 4PL?
If your local agent can provide a solution for all aspects of the supply chain from your factory to the end user, including material purchasing, assembly, goods delivery, customs clearance, trading, order fulfillment service, and even financial management, then you know it is a 4PL. If your local agent let you handle customers on your own, they are mostly like either a distributor or a 3PL. A 4PL will keep you updated with new policy, incentives to speed up procedures. A 4PL will be able to offer more supervision on all supply chain process, and will take responsibility over it. Don't be mistaken, distributors 3PL and 4PL must work with local suppliers and partners, especially within China, not only due to country's larger size, but also due to changing regulations and the requirements between cities and province. But a local distributor will not be able to offer to good visibility on your transport operation in province where they are not well connected. A 3PL agent might have better reach, but will not necessarily help with local licensing. A 4PL company will always be able to provide transparency on the process and be more agile to adapt to changes and disruptions. A 4PL will keep you informed on required licenses and the local regulations, and will handle all matters on ground on your behalf and always as if your own employee were there.
Any questions? We will find an expert to answer them. Drop your questions in the comments or send us an email, dx@daxueconsulting.com.